And finally tonight, a new segment. Are you guys excited? Should we put a drum roll on for this one?
Do we have like graphics?
No, we don't.
Did you know about this?
No, I didn't pass this new segment through you. It's a new segment that looks
it's best to do it
at the
that way.
people not listening to you who are having a good week thanks to news that impacted them. All right, so Nolan and Stephen, I have 3 examples for you, and so we're going to take them one at a time.
Best
First,
week.
It's a good week for ... Wayne County Executive Warren Evans, who submitted a balanced budget that contains no trickery and makes department heads happy. It's a good week for Warren Evans, huh? What do you think? He's at least saying it digs them out of the hole, and he's making things work. I love the fact that it was like there's no trickery in this budget.
I think he's been sleeping with Brooks Patterson.
I don't even know how to respond to that. I don't even know what that means.
It never happens in Wayne County. There's some influence somewhere.
He's taking it seriously.
You know.
This is what he said he was going to do when he ran.
That's good.
All right, and so the sheriff's department, even though they get a cut, they're still kind of happy with it. And the prosecutor's department, they got a $4 million cut, but they're still happy with it.
I think that is a significant difference. The relationship that Warren has with Kim Worthy and with Benny Napoleon is really different than the relationship that Bob Ficano had with them. And he's not doing anything different than what Bob proposed doing. I think it's the way that he's done it and included them in the decision-making process that has them a little happier.
And we're still waiting for the state to weigh in on whether or not there's an actual financial emergency in
Yeah, I think that's just a matter of steps. I mean, I think everybody agrees there is, and there's going to be action.
All right, you ready for my next? It's a good week for? This is so exciting. All right, it is a good week for Michigan prisoners who hopefully will not have any more maggots in their food now that the Aramark food contract has been canceled. So after a lot of complaining, a lot of in-depth reports, this contract has finally been canceled by the state, and now they have a new Trinity's going to be taking over, and it's going to cost a little bit more, which I think is interesting as well.
Well, I mean, you have to, you expect your contractors, your service providers to do their job. I mean, it's not okay to serve prisoners bad food, I mean, just because they're in prison.
There needs to be better performance management of this. I mean, the whole idea of privatization is okay, but you got to make sure that you're getting what you pay for. And with our Aramark, we were not, and the state was not quite quick enough responding to that. There should be a better sort of infrastructure for saying, here are your goals, no maggots. Let's start with that. And if you don't meet them, we got to take the contract from
Yeah, but it wasn't even just no maggots. I mean, you're talking about a lot of employees who were bad behavior with prisoners, and the last straw was smuggling in tobacco or smuggling in drugs. You're having sexual relations in the cooler.
I mean, yeah, but that's not isolated to the contractors. I mean, that's been going on.
But a performance management contract, which is what you ought to have with these private providers, would again catch that stuff and have consequences meted out quicker, and that's what they're not doing.
Does the change of this contract at all bring about any thought that we're going to see any more kind of prison reform or reforms on a larger level of our prison system here in Michigan, or is this just this is an isolated incident?
I'm not sure it's operating reforms that we need. I know the governor is well underway in a sentencing reform and a whole criminal justice system reform to try to reduce that prison population, and that's the best way to reduce cost. If you don't lock so many people up, if you find alternative means of punishment for the people who aren't a physical or property threat to society, and reduce that population by 25%, that's a significant amount of money available for other priorities.
Right.
All right, how much time we have left? Do we have any time left? We got 1 minute left. All right, so we're going to do my last one. It's a good week for fireworks haters because efforts are picking up steam to repeal Michigan's fireworks law.
Good.
So what do we think about that?
Good. Get rid of it.
Not soon enough.
I mean, it's like a war zone out there all night long, boom, boom, boom.
Smoke and
for weeks around the
fire,
Fourth. People are getting their little fingers blown off. Kids coming into emergency rooms, burn up.
It's dangerous, and it's
idiotic.
You talk about public nuisance. It goes on for days and days and days after the 4th, and local mayors feel hamstrung because of the state law. They can't even.
I bet those people are flying the Confederate flag.
Oh, gosh. All right, seriously. I'm going to end the show. See, I'm going to have to end the show. I'm not going to let either one of you say another word. All right.